Hi everyone, welcome to another video. If you're new here, my name is Irit. I live in Austria in Europe, and on my channel I share my crochet and knitting adventures. I started crocheting at the end of 2020 as kind of a way to relieve stress, and I have been hooked ever since. All of this is full of yarn, and if you've been here before, then maybe you can see that slowly things are coming together. And actually I'm pretty done with reorganizing my room, the yarn part of it. I hung up this like felt board with a bunch of swatches. So now, wait, let me see if I can show you. So it's behind the photo, like the framed photo right there. So that's a nice added touch, and yeah, trying to contain all the yarn to this area of the room with partial success. I might have a couple of big boxes full of yarn that didn't fit. Anyway, so I want to talk to you today about a finished object, show you my current whip. I think there's only one that is kind of interesting, and a few hook adjacent projects. I have also been knitting lately, and I really enjoy both. I enjoy the process of crocheting a lot more, but I am kind of enjoying more and more also the process of knitting, and I'm getting less scared of, you know, dropping stitches and that sort of thing. So there's also knitting here, and occasionally also other fiber related things, but that's very, very rare. So let's start with my finished object, and I am wearing the Spotting Clouds top by Christina Haddering, I want to say. And this is quite a popular pattern, it seems, on Ravelry, and I think very justifiably so. You can use, this is crocheted, did I say that? And I don't even remember which size I went with, but it's probably, it's like very comfortable. But I probably should have, like, I could have gone down a size, because I think right now I have probably like 10-12 inches of positive ease. Well, maybe a bit less than that, but yeah, it's quite loose fitting. What I thought about it, it's not blocked yet. This is, I used a twister from Hobie to make this, and this is a 50% cotton and 50% acrylic, so I don't know how exactly it will block, but I would like to try and kind of stretch it down, like this part of it, and then maybe it wouldn't be so wide. But this was a joy to make. I actually started it last summer and kind of got till here somewhere, and then I finished it last week, I think. A joy to make. I love the construction, making it, and also how it looks. So first you do this section, and then you start kind of, you know, working in the round. I don't really remember, because as I said, I did this last year, but I remember I enjoyed it, and I didn't have any like particular issues. I didn't have a YouTube channel then, so I think so, yeah, so I didn't share any of the experience, but I'm really happy with the result. I would, if I wasn't so kind of somewhere against doing the same pattern again, I would totally do this again, just because I think it's like so cute and flattering. I like this part, I like this part. Again, I would probably make it just like a size smaller. I think that would work for me, because I feel like even though it's like super comfortable, I feel like a size smaller would just look a little bit more flattering. So let me just show you the whole thing. Sorry, there's a cat behind me. The only thing that I kind of regret is I kind of wish I started, I don't know, somewhere here in the skein, just like the yarn color, because I mean, I like the yellow, but I think it would have been like nice like this, or maybe I should have started from the outside of the skein. This is this colorway, I really like it, but yeah, maybe it would have been better to start from like the coral, like here, start from the outside and then gradually go to the orange and yellow. Yeah, just some thoughts. But as you can see, it's pretty, like, that's me, that's the shirt. Very, very comfortable. As I said, I might try to like block it a little bit, and you can just very easily decide how long you want it to be. I decided to go for this length, and I actually added, this was not in the pattern, but I really, really like this look, and I feel like it works with the pattern. So I added a little scalloped edge at the bottom. But I hope you can see how nice this drapes. So Twister, if you're not familiar with them, they're like such nice, I think for me, they're like the perfect summer yarn because they are thin and they have beautiful drape, even in crocheted garments, which tend to be, there's a cat, which tend to be, you know, a little thicker and stiffer than knitted garments. I don't know if I would want to knit with this just because it's like, you know, a 2-weight yarn, so it's pretty thin. But for crocheting summer garments, I find it to be perfect. And, you know, you can, I think for me, I'm usually somewhere between a size small and medium on my top part. Usually like 1 cake is enough for a garment. Here I had, this is a Twister solid, and so it's not a part of the skein, but I have pretty, like, a lot of this left. So I think I could manage to do it if I didn't want this part to be a solid color, or, you know, it'll probably be with the color changing is very, very gradual and slow. As you can see, this is worked in the round. So you could probably start here with, you know, the edge of your cake and maybe get like 1 color change. But yeah, I love Twister. It has fun colors. You don't have to think too much about it. You don't have to like come up with color combinations, and it's just so nice. And the pattern is great. The construction is lovely. I think with yolks, like round yolks, there's always a little bit, I mean, obviously if you try it on as you go, then that's the best thing, and you can kind of correct as you go, but there's always this chance that it gets like bunched up and doesn't really fit. And this construction where you make both sides are identical, so that you first make this part and then you go with the rest. Yeah, I really like it. I think it's really flattering, and it's also easier to get a good fit, I feel. I can't remember if I can't really remember how this thing is worked. I think you kind of work a square and then you close. I think it's like similar to a raglan thing, I guess, after, you know, you have the top part. But anyway, I can highly recommend this pattern. It's fun, it's easy, but it's not like super repetitive. You still have, you know, rows with some patterns, some clouds as she calls them. As for the see-through issue, so as you can see, I don't know if you can see, but this part here is, I think this is a single crochet, so it's quite a closed, tight fabric, and I feel comfortable just wearing a bra underneath. I wouldn't go with nothing because, you know, I mean, this is a crochet fabric, you don't want anything poking out, but yeah, you could definitely wear like a tank top or a bralette or anything like that, or something like just like flesh colored. I have like a bright orange thing underneath, so it might show, but I don't feel like this is revealing at all. So there are like a few areas that are more open, but I don't know. I think also on top of like, if you put it on top of like a summer dress, then you wouldn't have to worry about that, and that would be super cute, which makes me thinks I should do that. But I feel like I coordinate very nice with my space. Anyway, really like it. And okay, I want to show you how much I have left. So this is what I have left from the cake. As I said, I used a Twister solid for this part. It's the same in the back, not an entire one. Pretty sure I have somewhere also the leftovers of that one, but then this is what I have left from the cake. So I kind of wish that I did this part with this, like started from the outside and then actually probably just continued towards the inside and kind of finish more on the orange at the bottom of the shirt. But yeah, I'm not gonna do it again, and I am happy with how it turned out. So this is what I have left. Yeah, this could probably make me a third of another shirt. So that kind of got me into, you know, it really made me want to use again Twister, just because, I mean, look at these colors, right? It's so fun. And this one is, yeah, Twister from Hobie. And this is color 47. And as you can see, it's actually, I know it looks more blue on the outside, but trust me when I tell you, it's a true turquoise. It's not blue. And it goes then to there are certain strands of blue, but I don't think it ever goes into pure blue. So there's like turquoise, and then here you see some blue, and then it goes into this like fuchsia color, and then it goes to pink, and then a little bit of violet, and then the yellow. So I started a new pattern with this, and that pattern is called the Grace Top. This is how it looks. And I just wanted something kind of with the same vibe. I started it and I got to probably like around, not probably, like around a few rows into this top part. It's constructed in the same way that this one is. And then I discovered after probably like 8 rounds or something like this that I had a mistake in the second round. And I decided not to frog it because actually what I used was the solid yellow from the middle of the skein. And I actually don't really want that color next to my face, just because it's just like too yellow. So now I am I'm here at this place where there's actually yellow and one strand of purple or like violet. So I don't know if I'll do this again. I was kind of looking for a different pattern, and I'll show you later what I found. But I don't know, it kind of made me unsure if I really want to do this top now or not. And so I stopped that. And then I felt like I needed some sort of like palette cleanser. And till now, I think some of the easiest, fastest, and most enjoyable patterns with a nice fit that I like to do come from Maya Luna Corazon. And so I decided to do this one, the Sunrise Bolero. That's how it looks. I thought it would be just like a nice layering piece on top of either like a summer dress or a tank top, which is something I wear like all the time in the summer. So, but many times I like to have something on top. And so I decided to make it, and I started with this yarn. So the construction is, I like her patterns because many of them are kind of measure as you go, or, you know, chain a certain amount to like fit a certain area in your body. I just find her, the way she writes patterns, it just works for me, and I feel like there's less of a mystery with the will it fit or won't it fit. And you know, with crochet it's very, very easy to try things as you make them. So anyway, this is like made with like 2 of these and then you join them in the middle, and then I guess there's like more to it. But yeah, so I had this yarn in my stash, and I'll show you the label because I finished it. The yarn. So this is from Lang Yarns. It's called Bloom, and it's like one of their summer yarns. It has a really nice composition for summer, really, really nice, all kind of natural fibers, like plant-based fibers. So 70% cotton, 18% viscose, and 12% linen. So really perfect for summer. And one skein, I'll show you how far it got me, is, what is this, 200 grams, I want to say. This is made in Italy, Lang Yarns, I think, are a German company, but from my experience, like most of the, like a huge portion of the yarn that is made by European companies is made in Italy. Oh, this is only 150 grams and you get 450 meters from this. So I'll show you where it got me. So this is one part, and then this is the other part. And you can see, this is how far it got me. So yeah, and then I thought this is actually, since this is a German brand, it's quite available in my local yarn shops. This was super quick. I think I started this yesterday or on Sunday, maybe on Sunday. Today's Tuesday. So I made this. As you can see, it has like this nice detail at the bottom. And then this is where I'm at. So you can see how far that one skein took me. So I thought, okay, I can go and buy another skein that will, you know, kind of match the colors, even though I didn't really, what do you call it? When you really try to like match your colors in these color control. I didn't do any like color control, and I thought like it's not really needed. Anyway, I decided to just go through my stash. And I have something from Lana Grossa, which is, I think, an Italian brand, that just kind of has the same feel. It's not exactly the same. If you can see, this one has, you can see here, like these areas that are metallic. And it's really nice when the light hits this, because, you know, they sparkle and shine. It also creates this kind of uneven look because it's skinnier in these areas and a little bit more slippery to work with. I don't know if I would like to knit with this, and if I would, definitely not with metal needles. But yeah, anyway, I had something similar that I recently purchased, and this is from Lana Grossa. This is how it's called. I think it's one of their relatively new summer yarns, but like all these companies have been making this sort of yarn in similar compositions, I think, for years now. Well, I'm kind of newer to the yarn scene, so yeah. Anyway, this one is, you get 100 grams in this skein, around 260 meters. This is 75% cotton and 25% viscose, so it doesn't have the linen. It is a little bit softer than this, but I think for this particular garment that is supposed to be like on top of something like a swimsuit or a summer garment, like, as I said, a tank top or a dress, I don't need it to be like super soft. This is very, you know, breathable, natural fabric. And yeah, so this is where I'm at. I still have one more row, you can see, of the edge. Like, it has two of these rows, and I'm here, I have one, and then I have to read how to kind of join it and everything. I didn't even like match gauge. I just kind of winged it, and hopefully it'll fit. I think with these type of things, they always stretch a little bit more than you think, so it's better to err on the slightly smaller side. But I also think I can adjust it, and if it's like really short or something, I can add rows at the bottom. So I think the idea is that, you know, it's going to be sewn here in the middle and leave like a space for the neck, and then I'm guessing we'll go around in the bottom. But super fast, not a knit, a crocheted item, and I don't know, we'll see how it fits. I think it looks, oh, so I feel like these have similar vibes. I mean, this one has like oranges and like corals. I'm kind of okay with it. I'm happier to use what I have and get something that might look a little bit of a mishmash, but I think I'm okay with that. If I see that I really don't like how it looks, I might frog these last two rows here and use this yarn to make them. But I'm like happy with how it looks. And as you can see, it's my colors. Everything is the same. It makes me so happy. So, you know, stick with what makes you happy. Yeah, but these are really fun, and I like, again, like the twister, that they make these like big cakes that you can make a garment with like a couple, at least on my size. But I think even if you're like extra large or something like that, then, you know, probably like two, with something like this, like 2 cakes, and then with the other ones like 3, I think you're good. And for the twister, these are like the European yarns. You know, sometimes they go on sale, like the shops will put them on sale, but it's nothing extreme. But on Hobbii, I guess because hopefully, like, I think they're very successful, I think they can afford to make bigger sales, especially when they want to clear out space. And if you're interested in this yarn, which I love, they also have a version from, I think it's called Sultan, that is 100% cotton. If you prefer that to the half and half, this is half acrylic. This really feels like cotton to me. Totally up to you. What I would recommend is, but this is actually more from theoretical guess than actually working with these. If you notice with these cakes, you can always see it in the close-ups. This one is twisted and it's called Twister. You can see how it's made from 4 thin fibers that are twisted together, and there are very, very similar versions of this from Hobbii. It's called Dahlia, for example, that are not so twisted, so it's just like a few strands kind of held together. I think it makes for a really nice light fabric, but I'm also guessing it's like a little bit harder to work with. I haven't tried, just because I thought the twisted ones would work better for me. So just like pay attention to that. From the Cotton Kings, they have the Sultan and then maybe the Twisted Sultan. I'm not sure, but just take a look to make sure. This is very easy to work with. It doesn't split like at all to me. I don't remember it really splitting or anything. So if that's something you're concerned about, try the twisted options. And yeah, wait for a good sale. Sometimes I think I got in the last sale, I think they were like 10 euros, if not less. And these, the full price is, I think, around like 27 or 28 euros. So wait for a sale with Hobbii. The solids, I think the regular price is around 9 or 10 euros. And I got a couple on a recent sale for 4 euros. So it's just about being patient and waiting for a good sale if you want to kind of stock up on those. Showed you my whip. Now I'll show you a little haul that had a good purpose, and that is the purpose. I showed this, I started making this. This is a free pattern from Lovecrafts, or actually from Paintbox. I got it from Lovecrafts. I think, can you find Paintbox somewhere else, or this is like Lovecraft's brand? I'm not sure, but this is the Calo crop top, and I thought it was just like super cute. Honestly, I'm not 100% sure I would wear this, but probably on a vacation I would wear this, like on a beach with like a flowy skirt. Like here in the streets of like very conservative, grayish European, Austrian towns. Not sure, but I thought it was really cute. I actually started making it, but I think I'm going to frog it because my tension is a bit too loose. And I want to show you the colors that I got, just because I think it's like sometimes helpful to see the colors. Even though on Lovecrafts they're pretty decent with how they did this. I also wanted to try these from, I've heard this name pronounced in so many ways, so I'm not going to even try it. But these are their bamboo needles, and yeah, this is the 8mm 40-inch 100 centimeter needles. So yeah, I wanted to try these, and I'll show you the colors that I got. So let's start with a couple of the neutrals. So these are the Paint Box Cotton DK yarn. This is a lightweight 3-weight yarn made in Bulgaria. This is 100% cotton, 50 grams, 125 meters, 1.7 ounces, 137 yards. And yeah, nice classic DK weight yarn. So I'll just show you the colors. Hopefully the camera, I know it's a bit blown out. So this is the white. These are the same, the two whites. This is, the color is light champagne, and I really like it because I feel like it's not like a cold white. It's just a very, very natural white. So I like it. I think you can maybe tell the difference between the label. The label is just like a little bit more harsh, I feel like it's white, and then next to the label this looks more like cream, but it's, yeah, it's like a very light cream. Really, really nice. I think I prefer it to white, like, you know, very, very bright white, but that's just me. So I got these. This is kind of matching the colors that they use in the pattern. And then this one I showed you before is taupe. I love taupe. I think the original pattern has a brown in it. See, it has a brown here. And I'm just not a fan. So I thought I can switch it. Like, I thought maybe a neutral would be a good idea. And I thought I can switch it for taupe, which I prefer. Okay, so let me show you a few of the kind of goldy colors that I got. So let's take a look. This one is Buttercup Yellow, this one. I don't think it's in the pattern. The one that I was actually stuck waiting for is this one, which is Daffodil Yellow. And this one has a horrible picture on their website. It just looks, I think it was taken in the shade or something. But this is, as you can see, like a nice pastel, creamy yellow. Very, very cute. That's what they use in the pattern. And I just wasn't sure if I'm gonna like it, so I also ordered this. And then here, these two, what are you? I just like to show things next to each other because, I don't know, the color changes depending what's next to it. So yeah, this one is Glorious Gold, and I was just curious about this color. This one, Glorious Gold. And then this one is Melon Sorbet, which, yeah, I think the color fits it. But I would also say, like, if they could call this something like sandy, I don't know, orange sand or something like this. Interesting color. I don't know if it's in the pattern. I'm not sure. But I was just curious about it. So these are, also these go on sale pretty often. So I would wait for a sale and then grab a bunch. But I don't know if they're like much superior to other, you know, cotton DK yarns. It's very, very nice. I like it. Oh, I forgot to show you the orange. This one is in the pattern. I wasn't sure I wanted to use it, but I decided to get it just to have the option. If maybe I thought maybe in the kind of constellation of this top, maybe I would like it. So this is, as I said, the Glorious Gold, and then this one is called Blood Orange. So just so you can see the colors. Now I want to show you a few of the pinks. Hopefully I have the labels. Okay, just to kind of show you how they look next to each other. This is Bubblegum Pink. And then, oh, aren't they pretty together? This makes me so happy. Bubblegum Pink, this one. And then this one is Raspberry Pink. And they're both really, really lovely. I think they're looking just a little bit brighter on screen than they are in reality, but I love them both. Very, very pretty. Okay, now I have one green to show you that It's not in the pattern. The green that they have in the pattern is probably one of my least favorite colors, although I have to say it does work. Maybe I should have ordered it, just put my faith in the pattern, but I really don't like this green. So I decided to go for a different green, and mine is called lime green, and it is much yellower. It looks greener on screen. In reality, it's a little bit more earthy, like a little bit. It's still very green. So we'll see how I feel about that. I don't think I'll wait for the other green. I do regret not ordering it because then I could have like had the option, but I don't think I'll wait for it because the shipping from Lovecraft is like, you never know when you're gonna get these. And then the last two that I got, I do have one of the colors. I had in my stock one of the colors that are in the pattern, and let me see if I can remember which one it is. There's a list here of the colors. Tea Rose. Yeah. Okay, so this is Tea Rose. I just want to show you how it looks next to the other two. And then, so the top one is Tea Rose, and then this one here is Pale Lilac. Very, very pretty. And then this blue one is called Summer Sky Blue. So very pretty colors. And I want to show you something that I bought for a different project. And I kind of regretted it because I don't like it at all. So this is Dolphin Blue. It's the same color. Dolphin Blue, and it looks nicer on screen than it is in reality. It's a little bit more muted, I feel, in reality than the camera is showing. Not a fan. Maybe I can find some colors that look good with it, but I bought it to make like some top from, I think, like an inside crochet pattern, and I kind of, when I saw it, I was like, ugh, ugh, don't like you. So yeah, so I had in my stash a few other colors. I think this is Rose Red. So yeah, it's quite, I would say that's a good name. If you've seen like red roses, then that's a good name for it. But as I said, I haven't really decided which colors I'm going to use. So that's it. So from these colors, I will choose the colors for the top probably. And it just looks like a fun make. I don't know. I want to show you a couple of hook adjacent patterns that I'm considering. I don't know if I'll make them. Just that I have the yarn to go with them. Okay, so this is a free pattern from the Drops site. Drops has some great patterns that are free, crochet and knitting patterns. And this one is called Summer Date. And just look how cute is this. So this is free from the Drop site. So this like ruffled top. And this is made with their saffron yarn, which I think it's 100% cotton. I have quite a few skeins of this yarn, but not in the same color. So I have like a bunch of different colors, and I'm not sure how to go about doing this top because I don't want to order more yarn because I have so much yarn. But yeah, anyway, I thought this was really cute. The saffron yarn is, as I said, 100% cotton. Doesn't say here, like on the pattern, how much is in each skein, but I think it's a 2-weight yarn, and I think they have like 170 meters in it, something like that. Yeah, so I thought this was cute. And then I thought maybe I should use my twister that I showed you for this top. This is not free. I just thought it was really cute. And this is simply Summer Tank. So I don't know. I got these. I'm not sure. I kind of want to make another thing with a twister just because it's so fun, but I haven't kind of fallen in love with a pattern. So we'll see. The Grace top, it just looks a little bit like, I really like how it looks, and it was nice making the top part that has like this kind of open, more of like an open work thing, but I also kind of like making things with sleeves, so I'm not sure. I'm very undecided. I just need to pick things that excite me, that will make me kind of, you know, do the whole thing. Yeah, so I think my first priority will be to finish the Sunrise Bolero, show you how that looks, and I don't know what I'll do next. That is it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you soon in another one. Take care. Bye bye.